Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are looking at our latest addition to the park. And yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what the ratings will be. We do not know it yet, but I don't suspect it will be that great. But in any case, we'll discover that shortly. What we first have to do, because it's like June year one, let's do a quick check on how the pricings are of the rides that we have. Like, I don't see guests waiting over here for this roller coaster, but then again, that might be just because not many guests are over here in this section of the park. Now that might have something to do with no drinks being available there. But for the time being, we'll just leave it as is. You know, it's a good lure for new guests to get attracted to the park. What we should do is a quick vandalism check. I don't believe that we'll have that much vandalism, but you never know. I mean, I could be wrong, you know. I've been wrong before, and I'll probably be wrong in the future. So far though, even with the view changed to a different angle, I do not see any vandalism whatsoever. Nice, nice. Okay, so then the pricing, which is best viewed like this. Oh yeah, this coaster. Oh, so bad. Yeah, definitely not good at all. No, it seems all right. Everything seems to be priced still appropriately. So then, what I'm kind of curious to is what am I doing? Damage. You have spent only half your money and you are sick because you always go into coasters, apparently. Yeah, you're in line for Lucky 7, actually. Lucky 7, though, Isn't that this one? Yeah, Lucky 7. Is it that good? Oh wow, it is actually medium. Really? Look at it, it is medium. I did not expect this to be such a good ride, really. This is better than expected. Okay, nice, good to know. Now, oh, that was not the intention. How is Harrison Peloso doing? You are a happy camper. Spent most of your money and are completely out of thoughts. Gunther is doing even happier because he went on Nihao and he still has the majority of his cash to spend. How nice, how nice. But that's not what we really want to do. We got this coaster coming, depending on the type of coaster that it really is. And we're gonna, once we have it available, we'll have a look at it. But if it is the really expensive one, I feel like we won't be able to build it just yet. I feel like we're kind of in need of a intermediate coaster, a bit of a cheaper one. And oh man, for the love of God, I do not want to build the wooden side friction thingy majig. No, I won't do it. So to that end, if this is the expensive one with trains with dangling wagons for multiple guests, then we're gonna continue researching coasters. If it is the cheap one, we'll build it, and we will get back to the thrill ride development. Now, in the meantime though, I want to open up this section of the park over here. It's not gonna be a big section, it's just like this small curve. So for that, oh, and you know what we should also check before we do that? Let's get a quick overview of the status of all our rides. Queue time? 8 minutes. Feng Shui, that's a long time. Can't really change it either, because it's the pre-built coaster, and I'm definitely not going to remove such an awesome design. Because this is a really nice coaster design, by the way. Lucky 7 though, but yeah, I mean, I don't see how I could make this queue any shorter than it is. So Lucky 7 is kind of meh, but we could shorten it. I might do that, not sure. We'll see. We'll have to see. Anyway, so that's good. Oh, and by the way, how is this doing? Yeah, Siam and Chapyong, they are making quite a lot of money. You know, they are currently the financial backbone of the park. So I'm really curious what the Oyster Cloister will do and if it will move up to the top like straight away. But yeah, you know, those two coasters, they're kind of carrying the park. Right, so what we will do is this, there, and then get a path section out there. And then basically that sign can be gone. I said gone. Come on, game. There. Now, of course, we can't just leave it at that. This instantly means that we need to do some benchification, some trash canification, and some jumping fountainsification. I don't know if that's the thing. I just made that up, but nice. Now, let's also get just one handy dude out there. So basically with this, the park, you know, this part of the park is now officially in use. We got all the basics covered up till there. Nice. So what do we want to build over here? I feel like a gentle ride over here. Like, I don't know if we have a tracked ride. We could do this. We have that one. We could also go with the tower, but I feel like the tower would be more cool in the central area of the park. Maybe the maze, you know, and then cover up this area a little bit. Maybe a maze that goes, you know, that pretty much hugs the this shape of the terrain. Short queue, short exit. That seems about right. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. Nice. We got it decided. Let's get the maze out there. Let's see. Build this. Ooh, and I have a cool idea for a maze design. So there, and then what I want to do is let's go here, and then also here. See, I mean, those who know how I usually design stuff probably know what's gonna follow here, but I think this is cool. And then you know, something with a bit of like the Forbidden City thing, you know. Well, I also think I just heard the name of this maze ring in my ears. How about the Forbidden City then, huh? Yeah, that's definitely a good name for a maze like this. And then there. Yeah, we should totally name this the Forbidden City. I'm also not really sure if this hooks up proper, because, well, you know, it's kind of lame to have it, you know what we should do is this. This is very bad for having a high guest throughput. I know this, but I also, last few times we built like a really lame maze. Now I want a proper one, okay? So you'll have to understand my need for proper mazing. There, nice. And then I should be able to come up with something like this. Now let me just check for a moment here, that because I don't believe that this is really accessible right now. So I kind of need to go through there to make it accessible at all. That's alright. And then we can have something like this over here with something like this. Alright, and now I want the pagoda thingies, and I want cool stuff in there. Booyah! Look at this. Oh yeah. How nice is this? This is truly the Forbidden City, right? I think this is excellent. Also, the eggheads have gotten ourselves the suspended roller coaster. So let us see what it is. I was afraid this would happen. I'm glad we put this... I'm not glad we put this on trail rides. I need an extra roller coaster. Look at the price tag on this one. Unless we, we make absolute crap loads of money with our soon-to-be-finished maze, we won't be able to really get any cool coaster with only 2,000 game euro bucks unless we put ourselves to building the... And I really don't want to. That's the point. I really don't want to build the side friction thing. But, if it comes to it, we'll have to. Oh, and by the way, what is the rating for the Oyster Cloister? Not bad, not bad. Look at that, 6.25 for a really simple design when it comes to coaster track design. I think that's a pretty good rating that we have there. Also, we've been building over here, and it actually reduced the ratings. This was 5.88, and now it's 5.87. Adding a maze is actually worse. Oh, this is terrible. Somehow we made these coasters worse. Don't ask me how, but we did it. Also, what we do need to do is add a toilet there, but we'll get to that in a moment. What we're gonna do is this. Now, I know that the guests will be in this maze like forever, so knowing that, we have the shortest queue setup possible, but we need it to be like this. Then, let us get a toilet out here. There, bathroom number 2, and let's set this up, Now, as for like repairing this, I don't know. Is there like a Minotaur chase mode? No, there is not. It's kind of to be expected, but let's just max it out. And oh, you know what I kind of forgot is to see if I don't really. Yeah, no, we did it right. We did it proper. So the guests have to walk all the way around the Forbidden City to get back to the exit. So that's good. Yeah, we did it the good way. Nice. Now, this is the most important thing. Are we going to go with this or are we going to go with brick walls? I don't even think it's a question. Really, this isn't even a question. We will call this the Forbidden City. Very nice. And I'm not sure if the having scenery inside makes any difference when it comes to the ratings, but I think it just looks cool. The Forbidden City, a walled-in city. Yeah, nice. Okay, we do need some details attended to here, which is basically the no entry sign and a bench. But other than that, we should be good here. This is open, and yeah, with the one drink stall being all the way over there, we definitely want another food, seafood and drink stall combination over here. Because it's just way too far apart if we don't do any of this combination. This golden food combi. So, there we go. 3 in the way, we'll move it over 1. There. Nice, okay, so this should also attract a few more guests to the park, so that's also good. Ooh, and I'm in line for the Oyster Cloister. Very good. Also, what is 4 minutes, and the ride capacity is 12. So basically this should have been a queue length of 2. But having 3 around the corner seems about right. So yeah, I think we nailed it in terms of ride length. Now another thing that we need to do is get another thrill ride out. But I don't really just want to build like some, you know, some clunky motion thingy, and then that's it, and have nothing here. I kind of want a tracked ride thing here or something. So we'll leave that open for now and focus our attention on, ooh, water slide. That's an option. We could definitely do something with a water slide, I feel. We need to be very careful with the way how we design it. Maybe this is better. Maybe build this like on the water over here. We'll figure that out in a bit, you know, and have that cover this up there. You know, we'll figure that out in a bit. What I want to do is get the jet skis, because that's a cheap and quick and dirty and easy one. And what I feel like we should be able to pull off is somehow wiggle in the jet ski over here. And then just hook it up like this. You know, it's a real quick and easy and dirty one. The only problem or issue or thing that we could run into with doing that is that the guests jet ski over here through this gap. And if that happens, then we will lose them. Or if they jet ski through this gap here, which if that happens, we will also lose them. So pray that those two things don't happen, and if they do, we might want to extend our swamp a little. We're gonna build that, because it's a nice, quick and easy thing to do, and get a few more guests and money in... oh crap, no, that's not where we need this. We need this over there. And then like this, because even though what we totally could do is have this go through the track, we're not gonna ruin the looks of our coaster by doing this, because this just looks so stupid. We're not gonna do it. I could, you know, I could totally hex it if I wanted to, but we're not gonna. So why isn't this working, by the way? Come on, you should totally... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, like, why aren't you doing what I want you to do? And then up? No? Now that works a lot better. Nice. Get the no entry out. Nice. Alright. Quick. Nice. Bam. Booyah. Right. So what we have currently is jet skis with jet skis. You can't really change the capacity either, can you? And by the way, if you want to, you could also lower the amount of jet skis that you have. For the life of me, you know, I can't imagine any reason why you would. But if you want to, you can. Now, come on, just go to the 10-minute thingy, please. Nice. Okay, so we have $5 to charge for this. Open it up and yeah, how shall we call this? I mean, that's kind of like the issue with this, you know. I mean, we could call this the Tonkin Bay. I'm not sure if this is an actual area that has existed, but I seem to recall that the name of this is where the Americans got lured into the Vietnamese War, it was? Not really sure, I might be wrong on that one, but you know, at least that's the way how I recall my history lessons if I was present. Now, just out of curiosity... Oh, nice, nice. It is making huge amounts of profits, at least per hour. The total amount isn't that great. And you'll probably see this has dropped down not that much. Still making quite a lot of profit. Same for you. So it's up there, you know, but that really will give a boost to our finances rather quickly. Now, as for what we should build next, also, yeah, we're gonna get a, we haven't really discovered what the next thrill ride will be. But I think it would be an excellent idea to, rather than build a coaster, because I feel like we don't really have the money for it, I feel like we should get this log fume ride in there. It might seem a little bit more expensive than the water slide, but the slide needs a lot more track pieces, and this we can build relatively compact. And then maybe we will get we will get like a water slide on the water over here or something like it, you know. Maybe we won't. I'm kind of against having stations on the water. I mean, obviously, you know, for the jet skis, there is no alternative to it. But I feel like we should not do stations on the water, like I said last video. So instead, we will have this station be over here. Obviously, we cannot have a long queue. So let us situate this first. Let us see what we can do here. And then move this back like this. Not sure, log fumes are the only things. And if I remove one, do I now have 11 logs? No, I still have 12. And if I do this, I have 11. So basically it's like 1 to the max, and you need all the other track bits. So what if we do it like this, and then straight down to a rotation? Now I could, and this is a theory, do, I believe, a reverse turntable. Is it cool to do a reverse turntable? You know what I feel like we should do with this log fume is right now is, you know, go straight, curve it to this track, then curve it around, and then S-bend it all the way up here. Do we really want to S-bend it? I mean, basically, what I wanted to do was see that we get this above the log fume and over here, and then do some splooshing above the track. It's basically what I have in mind. But looking at how cool they did it over here with the canal being basically in the terrain, that's kind of what I also want to do. But doing that means basically we would have to go here and go in the underground, which we can do. It's not an issue. Yeah, let's see that we do that. So basically, we'll just so you know what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna make like a big 8, and then a bit lopsided. It's not gonna be an 8 at all, but we are gonna do it, and we are going to reverse turntable it to do this. So now, nice. Yeah, this we should definitely do. And then do the S-bend to the other side. And then another S-bend to the another side. And then another S-bend to the other side. And now basically they are just, they continue to look at the beauty of the park, which is of course a natural beauty. And the other thing we did, which I didn't even really consider, and in hindsight it's not that clever right now, is we basically closed off this egg entrance for the guests to get back to their station for the jet skis. But luckily they can pass below over here. Can they now? No, they cannot. So basically if they want to return, they have to get back over there, because there's no way for them to jet ski around here. Which tells me, close this one up, raise the terrain a little, or add something here so that they can't do it, and then you have the enclosed jet ski thing. We'll worry about that in a moment, because yeah, you know, there's only so many things you can worry about. Let us do another S-bend, which is not like, we're not in the right position. This is where we want to be. Yeah, this is it. So let us go straight for a little bit longer. And then don't go up too high, because we also need to get into the underground at the right place. So I believe this would line us up. Yeah, this is it. This is how we want it. And then we are able to do something like this. Alright, let us see. What are we gonna do, guys? Are we gonna go bonkers and just have it go into the underground quite a bit, move around, and then resurface over here, and then maybe go? I think that's the coolest thing we can do with it. So let's just go bonkers. Let's just you know, here, have a very, very, very long descent, huh? How cool is this? Have like the ultimate section, and this is, by the way, this is all downwards or backwards as well. So that will hopefully add to the excitement rating of this ride. And then, yeah, let's lower that further. Raise or lower the land. Have I derped it up? I totally have. Fine then. I tried, guys. I tried to keep the terrain as beautiful as could be. But I failed. That's what it comes down to. Now, as for like some coolness, you know, we might as well do like a small drop here. Because an extra drop isn't the worst thing to have for this. And that's it. Okay, so in terms of ride length, quite long. Hopefully, with the really, really big drop backwards, we will have actually pretty good ratings. I'm not sure about that, but I do pray that's gonna be the case. Right. And then we should just have enough room to do this. Oh, as if this, you know, this was designed to fit like this. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty, let us get an extra handy dude over here, and you might notice that we have the game running, and that's not really because I feel like, you know, that's a smart thing to do when you need loads of gas in the park. It is because I look at our money and I see that we have next to none of it. So, yeah, we really need to, we really need this, you know, making money for us ASAP. And also, just to be sure, 20 seconds at the least. And then we'll have to come back to it and see how good it is, you know, afterwards with the timing there. Also, yeah, let's close this. This might impact our park rating badly. Let me see. Let me just close this and then do it like this. Wait, both three on... What happened? Both three on... What did we... Both three in the Tonking Bay hasn't returned to the docking platform yet. Check whether it's stuck or has stalled. Yeah, no, duh. I mean, game. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Look, I know this. I just fixed it too. Look, there is no possibility for the boats to go anywhere other than, you know, other than over here. So I just fixed this game. Look, now they cannot escape here anymore. Or so I pray. What we were doing though is setting the settings for this. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if this was clever, but what happens basically is like they move down here in the marshmallow. Oh, and then they're not reversed. Really? Because they go at speed, they're like not reversed. Now that's something I didn't knew could happen. I thought that the marshmallow would always be caught. Maybe that's like a max speed at which it needs to enter. Interesting, interesting. Let us name this though. how about a non-reverse no, not non-reverse. It's just such a bad name. How about we call this the Blue Dojo? Oh yeah, I think that's a really a good name for this. Yeah, definitely. Then for coloring, because we went with the name the Blue Dojo, I feel like we could definitely go with the blue marshmallows. I mean, I don't know, or candy bars. I don't really know what else to call these. I mean, candy bars it is, huh? And we will go definitely with these color supports and perhaps a black. Now I feel like white and red is the way to go. I feel like those are traditional dojo colors, you know. It's based on absolutely no knowledge or experience whatsoever. But I feel like those are dojo colors. So now, yeah, what else are we gonna get here? We get a roller coaster, but we do not know really which one. So we also don't really have the money to build a roller coaster yet, but it would be nice to have one. Also, what I see here is that we basically have this section of the path. And I'm not really sure if it's a good thing to open this up. I don't really see what it would add, you know. I mean, if we were to open this up, what good would it do us? I don't know. I'm not removing it for the time being, because I feel like the path here adds to the ratings of the park, of the rides here. But, you know, in terms of pathing, I'm not really sure what good it would do to have the guests be able to walk a circle around here. And again, you know, maybe for the pathing, if the guests over here want to go over there, it might actually be good. We'll have to see. But we're going to decide on whether or not we're going to open up more areas to the park or not next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.